Entertainment news. Last night, I saw Kate Berlant filming her HBO special. No review. I'm not giving it stars yet. I gotta wait till it comes on HBO. But from the show I saw, I'd be very surprised if the HBO special didn't get 37 stars out of 37, which is where it's currently at. By the time it comes out on HBO, we might be on a 42-star system, and then it would be 42 stars. You get it. The headline, though, is HBO special coming for Kate Berlant. Early murmurs being nonstop, hilarious assault. That might be the 42-star review. 37 to 42 stars. I don't think we'll be above 42 stars by then. So watch it when it comes on HBO. Check your local cable guide to see when it's coming out. It's not TV. It's HBO. All right, now we'll get to the news. Supreme Court ruling blocks thousands of lawsuits against maker of Roundup weed killer. I wonder how much it costs to bribe Supreme Court justices. I mean, they're already rich, right? They got to be doing pretty well financially. But to bribe Supreme Court justices, the amount that you need to look the other way on glyphosate. I mean, that didn't happen, obviously. I'm just wondering what amount it would take if they didn't need to do that because they won. I mean, of course they won. Didn't RFK Jr. say glyphosate is a vegetable now or something? He used to be against it. And then for some reason, now he's like, I have a little glyphosate in the morning with my AG1. Use my promo code RFK Jr. for your subscription of AG1. He doesn't really have a promo code, so don't try to use that. Use mine. No, I don't have one either. I have no promo codes. I have no sponsors. I'm an independent journalist. All right. I mean, would I take sponsors? Probably. I can be bought. No one's trying to, so I say I can't be. Because nobody's trying to buy you until you got money. Like you're already successful and you got money. Then they try to buy you, and then you're like, oh, I get more. Then I don't think I could. Right now, you could buy me for $50. But if I was like making real dough, and like not even like real dough, like good money. I'm not gonna even try to put a number on whatever you think good money is in your head. That number, and then someone's like, hey, here's an extra like bunch of money. Whatever you think a bunch of money is, that number to shill this bullshit thing. I don't think I would do it. Whenever I see famous people doing bank commercials, I think, no, man, I don't think I would do that. But I'm not in the position, so I can't judge. Eventually, I'll be offered the bank commercial, and we'll see. And then I'll tell you. Either you'll see me in the bank commercial, and I won't say anything, or I'll say, hey, I was offered the bank commercial, turned it down, and then you can be proud of me. If you see me in the bank commercial, abandon me. Go away. I don't deserve you. Oh, but this was about Roundup in the Supreme Court. Well, the Supreme Court, of course, was not paid off. They are just really, some of them are terrible people, and they like to make decisions that hurt people and are really good for companies. U.S. renters call for action to combat surge of take-it-or-leave-it apartment fees. I don't have this problem yet. I don't know if there's laws in Los Angeles to mitigate this, but because I do live in a building owned by a private equity firm, which this is what this is. This private equity firm's buying up every rental property they can so they can squeeze whatever they can out of people while also making service shittier. And you can't move because rent's so high. And you say, I'll pay the extra. I'll deal with the bullshit. Fucking private equity firms. There's just so many villains right now. And they're having the best time. I mean, don't worry, it'll come back around eventually. Not maybe in our lifetime, but we had some good years. You remember though. I mean, it depends what age you are. You might have had no good years. Sorry about that. Florida's Alligator Alcatraz Immigration Detention Center has closed, governor says. Good that it's closed. I'm sure it wasted a bunch of money, all because they love the idea of saying Alligator Alcatraz. The dumbest people love alliteration. And I'm not saying sometimes alliteration is fun. Sure. This was a stupid, fake, tough guy idea made by stupid, fake, tough guys. Saying we're going to put alligators around detainees when most of them didn't even commit real crimes. And we're going to put it outside and there's hurricane season. So you got to close it. So a bunch of money is wasted on a not well thought out, dumb idea. All because these dudes want to feel tough because I don't know, their father withheld love because they didn't deserve love. Their fathers were right. Okay, I get too angry when I'm reading these stories. Thousands feared dead in Venezuela after two major earthquakes. I saw that there was one last night. I was watching this video it was like in an airport during a 7.1. I I don't really know the difference between the numbers of earthquakes. I live in Los Angeles. I should know. I haven't learned. But it was a 7.1, and this airport was shaking so much. It looked like it was like falling in. And an airport should be one of the more structurally sound places to be in an earthquake, and that was crumbling. Well, of course, a lot of things crumbled in. There was two earthquakes, and I guess the same size as this 7.1, and thousands are feared dead. They're not going to know that count for who knows how long. Everything's got to be out of commission. I've never been like in a real earthquake, but every one of them is scary. People who grow up with them can act like, oh, it's nothing, but you have no control. Nobody's got control of fucking anything. I can't even imagine with these people in Venezuela. It's like it's going and then it keeps going. There's got to be a bunch of charities to help people over there. So if you can, you give some money. I don't know what's a good one. Is the Red Cross okay? I think they are. That's probably a good one. But I don't know. Do your own research. Supreme Court, what is with the Supreme Court? They just like fucking hang out, and then one day, every once in a while, they're like, here's like five things. Here's five big decisions. But like, what are they doing all the other days? Like, couldn't they just be kind of making decisions like once a week instead of like twice a year? Supreme Court says U.S. can turn away asylum seekers at the border. Of course they said that. They're terrible people, most of them. Some aren't, but some isn't enough. Whoever's running for president in 2028, for the Democrats, figure this shit out. Whether it's term limits or you're adding judges, do both. If you could fire people, impeach them, whatever. There's got to be some. Investigate, maybe. If there's accusations of bribes, there's probably not any bribes, but maybe. You look into that. I know AOC listens to this podcast, so she might add that to your campaign. Oh, you're not running yet. Okay, sure. Oh, sure you're not running. Degrading, : this is the next headline. Degrading, : why did a U.S. fighter pilot avoid British trial after strangling a woman in England? Interesting to have a headline phrased as a question, because I obviously don't know. You're telling me the answer is in the article? Because I'm not going to read the article. Tell me why in the headline, and then give a bunch of details that I don't need in the article. My opinion would be he should stand trial in England. But, of course, my opinion doesn't matter in this situation. Pentagon restores mandatory flu shot for all recruits as boot camp outbreak sickens nearly 300. I feel like I talked about this yesterday. Yeah, that's a yesterday headline. Sorry. The dispute over the $12.8 million Arizona lottery ticket is getting messier. Am I supposed to know about this story? Because it's being phrased to me like, oh, of course I know about the already messy dispute over this lottery ticket. Guess what? It got messier. Didn't even know about it in the first place. Sounds like some people got to figure some shit out. They buy the office ticket together? Is that what happened? Don't do that. Buy your own ticket. Keep it to yourself. And don't buy a ticket for somebody else. Ever. Yeah, the chances are they're not going to win, and it cost you $1 to give somebody a present that you should have spent a few more bucks on. But if they win, you're going to want to kill them. So I say nobody gets the money, and you shouldn't have split a ticket to begin with. You're going to fight over it and have a lawsuit. Guess what? Nobody wins the lottery now. It goes back in the pot. Okay, one last story, and then I'm going to go. Detroit Lions player Terrion Arnold has been arrested in a Florida kidnapping and robbery. This is weird. I'm going to have to go into the comments Because if you go into the comments on Reddit on a news story, usually the top comment will tell you everything you need to know. And this one does. This is almost identical to the OJ thing, and he did 9 years. Arnold thought some kid stole some of his stuff, directed his boys to get them. They did so at gunpoint. He showed up later and took some of their personal stuff mixed in allegedly with his stolen stuff. Okay, so this makes some sense. It's vigilante justice, which I understand. If somebody robs you, you want to go after them. I mean, I wouldn't. I would want to, but then I wouldn't because I don't have any ability to go after. I would end up then confronting some robber, like, hey, you robbed me. And they're like, yeah, we did. Now we're going to kick the shit out of you. And so that's why I don't take the law into my own hands.